How y'all doing? This is Motion again. I am going to take you on a ride with my Mustang Omega. It is basically the exact same as a Gamma. Not a whole lot different to it. As you can tell, it's for some reason gray here, but it is red, and it's a cool ship. I enjoy it. I had a Gamma and Omega. I traded the Gamma for a Delta because I really don't need two. They're almost identical except for the paint job. And we're going to do some racing today. I picked a short lap. This lap is of course, one lap in old Vandervaal. And it is a blast. Racing is so much fun. And I wish the multiplayer portion worked right now successfully. I always crash before the third lap. So we're going to skip that. And I'll show you some tips and tricks for racing. And I think it's going to be a huge part of the game when it comes out because I mean, there's a lot of potential here. Ignore the nasally sound. I'm getting over this stupid cold, but if you have any comments for this race or any other videos, please leave them below. We'll get started. I'll do some commentary as we go. The the racing portion, multiplayer is a blast. Like I said, doing irregular laps like this, very good experience. My best time is 1 minute 13 seconds, 1 minute 13.4 seconds. It was definitely not an easy one to get, but you can find ways to cut your time down substantially if you do it right. Or you could do it wrong, just smash into one of the buildings. It's fun either way. If you get sick from motion, don't do this. I've had friends, family come in here when I'm doing this and show them the racing portion. My wife and a couple other people, and they were starting to get sick. So it's one of those things where it's not, you know, in space. There's going to be a lot of buildings, a lot of motion, a lot of movement. You'll be able to tell distances a little better, especially in 3D. I know a guy who has this and runs the 3D glasses thing, and he gets the worst headache. It doesn't even work very well with it, but that may be part of it. I don't know. Oh, that's a crash. You'll do that a lot. I still do, obviously. But yeah, the next two laps are going to be the faster ones because you get a running start. But racing in general is just very difficult. Oh man, I want to crash. Okay. So racing in general is very difficult. There's a lot of little nuances and pieces that stick out. Controlling your thruster and your burn and not burning all your fuel is important, especially as you go through the laps. The racing ships really have a lot more capability for using thrusters and burns. It seems a lot more positive and control, but it's hard to tell. I mean, I haven't taken the 50 or the M50 through here yet. I really want to get one, but the M50s I've raced against, the Gamma and the Omega, generally tend to either win or we get really close. Even if I run a perfect match, they're just so quick and so maneuverable. But even with the crash, I mean, I had a crash that took like 5 seconds off. So, well, this next lap we'll get it. Crashing is pretty much a death deal when it comes to racing against somebody. If they're half decent, they won't crash. Like me, I crash all the time. It seems like sometimes I have really good runs. It's not easy. It may look easy, but the physics definitely come into play when you're racing. No, I don't ever put comp stab on, not even for racing. Some people like it on, I don't. To me, it's kind of a hindrance, but it's personal preference. I think it's going to be solid. solid run right here. The benefit to this mode of the game is variety. I think they have a huge hit on the hands for racing. I think you're going to see racers, sponsors, and I think it'll end up being a huge part of this game because it's unique and it's fun, and the challenges when you go up against other people are prevalent. Makes for a very unique experience. But it's a matter of preference. You know, if you like this thing, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Going forward, I think we'll see a lot more people taking part in these kind of activities because you can only blow up ships so much, and there's a time where you just want to experience more of what the world they've built. So that's it for me. Throwing the crash there at the end, and maybe a look at the city before we call it a day. And I appreciate your time, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and have a great day. See you in Ring.